Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing the VIRAL HIMI Gouache Palette set of 24. It was kind of hard to get into, so I resorted to using scissors, but I finally got the wrapping off and it was very satisfying. My first impression of it was it had really nice packaging and it wasn't damaged at all, which is a plus. It came with a paint palette, swatches, and 3 brushes, which were very nice. I started with swatching all the colors. I just want to say that I had this scent since May and now it's November. I didn't touch it for so long because I was afraid of messing it up. Well, I don't know what I was thinking because once I used them, I thought they were very cool and fun to use. First, what I did was take all the gouache out of the container and peel off the cover. It was really satisfying. Some of them were pretty hard to get off and I resorted to using my teeth. I know, that's super unsanitary. But I was actually really impressed with the color selection because I was able to do a full portrait with this set. I just want to say this video is not sponsored. I sorted all the gouache by color and put them back in the container. My favorite color of this set is probably the purple. I've seen a lot of videos lately on gouache by some of my favorite YouTubers, and I was very excited to try these even though I was kind of scared of opening them at first. I watched some tutorials on how to use these and one of them suggested misting them lightly with water before and after use. So I tried it and the paints aren't drying out, which I guess it means it's working. In the future, I want to do a self-portrait with these or a sunset, so maybe subscribe so you can see that. And by the way, thank you so much for 55,000 subscribers. I cannot even express how grateful I am for you all. And I started this YouTube channel around like 2 years ago. And I just have been working on consistently at it. And I cannot believe that we made it to this point. So thank you guys so much. When I first swatched the white, I was really surprised with the consistency of the paint. I really don't know what I was expecting, but it took a second to get used to. The consistency was something between acrylic paint and watercolor. If you don't add much or any water, it applies like acrylic. But if you add more water, it reacts like watercolor paint. As you can see in the swatches, I kind of struggled with how much water to use and the consistencies varied. I think the white went on the most smooth. Taylor Swift released her new album Midnights while I was swatching these, so of course I had to listen to them and I love it so much. I literally listened to it the whole painting process. I got this set on Amazon and it was around $50 US. There are 2 options for colors in this set, mint green and pink. I obviously got pink. My paper I was using is just basic mixed media paper you can get at almost any art store. This swatching actually took forever and I'm embarrassed to admit it because I had to edit it down so much to get the clips to fit into this video. Somehow at the end of this, I forgot to swatch one of the greens, so I had to put it at the end, which kind of ruined the aesthetic, but that's fine, I guess. First, what I attempted to do with these was paint a realistic eye. It actually turned out amazing, so I had high expectations for the portrait I was gonna do. I just started out with a simple sketch with pencil and refined the details later. I brought out my gouache and I first sprayed it with water to activate the paint. Honestly, I had no clue what I was doing and I kind of winged it, which was a really bad idea. I've had no prior experience with this besides from the swatches and the eye. What I did first was lay down the shadows in midtones. At this point, I was thinking this is never gonna look good. Like, what is that? I tried to save it by adding maroon to her lips. I switched out the water and continued. The girl I'm painting has kind of a face mask, so I decided to do turquoise and dark purple because I thought it was fitting for her skin tone and her hair. You can see me trying to save this because I had no idea what I was doing, so I finally got it to look good. I actually have no idea how, and it took a while to get to that point. I'm just adding the blush on the cheeks, and I'm finally adding the pupil. You're welcome. She seems a lot more human now. Drawing the eyes was actually really fun because I think it just brought the whole piece together. I added some freckles and then got started on the neck. I guess I forgot to film that part because the neck is fully rendered now. I also added some freckles on the shoulder and then moved on to the hair. The hair was very fun to paint because it had so much color variation. The little flyaway hairs she has are so pretty, and I think that was one of my favorite parts of painting this. I started the base of the hair with a pinkish red and moved on to the shadows and highlights. I used a lot of purple and orange for that. I moved on to the ears and first did the shadows and then the midtones and quickly finished them. Finally, what I'm doing to bring this piece together is add some navy blue as almost like a border around the piece. I think it really helps the contrast in bringing out her hair more. It's also very fun to paint. I added a few more flyaway hairs and we're done. I absolutely love how she turned out. Thank you so much for watching this process, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!